suing them over dissing the shit at you.
Ain't none of that. This pure. This pure, because I'm always...
Rappers are now responding to being targeted on Drake's Iceman album, and new beefs are forming as a result, with some of the disses only being discovered days after the project dropped. The confirmed diss list includes Kendrick Lamar, A$AP Rocky, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, J. Cole, and others. One viral tweet pointed out that Drake also took a shot at Travis Scott on the track Make Them Pay off Iceman. The line in question, "I'm trying to catch one of you boys stargazing in the field like little leaguers," is being read as a direct reference to Travis, given that stargazing served as both the trailer and the opening track of his landmark album Astroworld. On top of that, Travis Scott has a well-known connection to the Houston Astros baseball team, making the little leaguers reference land even harder. Travis was also previously credited as someone who encouraged Metro Boomin and Future to drop Like That, which many consider the spark that set the entire Kendrick beef in motion. Despite all of this, Travis Scott has not publicly responded. DJ Khaled, on the other hand, reacted, and he did so in a significant way. Drake's line targeting him read, "Khaled, you know what I mean. The beef was fully live. You went quiet. Your people are still waiting for a free Palestine, but apparently everything isn't black and white, red and green. I'm seeing everyone's true colors." The message was clear. Drake felt that DJ Khaled, someone he considered a genuine family figure and a longtime close ally, turned his back on him during the Kendrick beef at a critical moment. Khaled fired back on social media with a series of reggae lyrics, posting, "Let God arise and all his enemies scatter. No man none better than Jah, and come in their thousands. Two, they stand against you and hate on me. Through them you just can't go. Them heart cannot be free. I remind them so much of who they're supposed to be. 1 o'clock in the morning, royalty, dem still lost them identity." And then more backstory began surfacing. A tweet revealed that DJ Khaled had actually gone on Instagram Live, claiming he had been planning to help revive Drake's career through a collaboration featuring himself and Lil Baby, right up until Drake put him on the diss list. The reaction online was sharp. He couldn't find the words to speak up for his own people when it mattered, but he had a whole plan ready to save Drake's career.
None of that. This pure. This pure, because I'm always pure. We dropping the biggest anthem tonight. It's called Staying Alive, DJ Khaled featuring Drake and Lil Baby. Y'all don't know, man, what I go through, man.
Ever since that moment when DJ Khaled dropped that response, Drake has not collaborated with him again, which is exactly why Drake's track National Treasures carries so much weight in this conversation. The song itself is Drake processing loyalty, betrayal, and the reality of watching people choose sides when things get difficult. Throughout the record, he confronts fractured relationships head-on, while making it clear who has remained in his corner. The track also contains pointed references toward Rick Ross, who Drake felt switched up on him during the Kendrick beef. But the Rick Ross situation deserves its own careful look, because the timeline leading up to the Iceman release is genuinely fascinating. In the days before the album dropped, Rick Ross was reportedly making moves to get back into Drake's good graces. He appeared to be working toward repairing the relationship. Then, the album came out, and Ross realized Drake had him on the diss list. Everything shifted almost immediately.
Felonies, this and that, and you know, first of all, imagine asking for something for Christmas and you getting it before Christmas. You even make your Christmas list, and I looked at him like, oh, this is good. Ross is kind of like softening up and warming up until I start hearing what he was saying. I don't like what Ross just said, because what Ross is just saying, again, I'm reading between the lines, but it's of entitlement. It's like, yeah, when we was hot, we showed mad love. It's like almost like these guys are trying to punish Drake for like not giving them what they want, whether it's a song or a feature. Like he's some like do boy, like yo, it's time for you to, you know, pay the piper. Like yo, whoa, hold on now.
Bars, damn. 3 albums of trash albums, 2 years too late. What site is this? Complex? The Glazer University. Oh my God. I've been a long fan. Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. The big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars. Come on, guys. Stop. Y'all gotta, let's all leave Lil Man's alone now, man. He did it. He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed.
This was a complete reversal from the tone Rick Ross had been putting out during his interview run in the days leading up to the album's release. And that flip had a lot of fans drawing the same conclusion, that Ross was likely hoping to patch things up with Drake in order to protect his own standing in the industry. In my opinion, the reason Ross changed his tune was simple. Word was already moving through the industry that Drake's next project was going to be coming for people. You had figures like Charlemagne and Joe Budden both publicly hinting that there were shots incoming, which is ironic in itself, considering neither of them are exactly Drake supporters. But what that kind of talk does is put people on alert. Unlike a more introspective project where an artist might not be looking for confrontation, everyone understood that Drake was not releasing something quiet, so people started doing the math and positioning themselves accordingly. Ross essentially tried to signal that he wanted peace, but once the album dropped and his name was on it, that attempt at reconciliation looked exactly like what it was, backpedaling. And here's the reality. Drake is not going to welcome Rick Ross back into his circle after what Ross did during the Kendrick Lamar beef. Ross wasn't just a bystander, he was actively trying to cause damage. There were reports that he went on The Maury Show attempting to expose the number of women Drake had children with, a move widely seen as an effort to poison Drake's relationship with his son, Adonis, who had already become a central and sensitive talking point throughout the Kendrick beef, for reasons that many still find unnecessary. And on top of all of that, Ross, someone who had been one of Drake's genuine friends for years, was publicly telling Drake to stop responding to Kendrick rather than standing beside him. That's not a neutral position. That's choosing a side while pretending to give advice.
You ain't got nobody around you. Or you ain't got no real nigga around you. Let me just put it like that. Ain't no real nigga. Stop. Don't respond. Don't respond. You ain't even peeped when the intro came on with the Teddy Pendergrass. That was that black fire. Don't do it. Don't go write a 8-minute verse that I know, Yachty, I know you want to get that money. You ain't wrong. You'll keep buying them big houses.
Then came one of the more unexpected reactions to the Iceman album. This one came from Glorilla's sister, Pryrilla, who came out publicly calling out Drake. No Jumper reported it with a tweet that read, "Pryrilla is going off on Glorilla, Lotto, Drake, and Soulja Boy, calling them all out for allegedly collaborating on a diss track aimed directly at her." She then amplified the situation further by liking and actively promoting the song across her social media platforms.
Soulja Boy, Lotto, Glow. Lotto, you not even getting claimed in public by your baby daddy. Drake, you suing them over dissing the shit at you. Like I thought it was good. I thought it was cool. Y'all write this song back to back. Use a any mother way. Cause you mad cause Kendrick Lamar got on your ass since you want to sit here and applaud Lotto.
That move confused a lot of people in the industry, but what apparently happened is that Drake liked a diss track on Instagram that was directed at her, and because he did it right at the moment Iceman dropped, when everyone's eyes were already on his page, the song went viral almost instantly. But the next artist Drake took aim at was even more surprising. To understand that diss, you need to understand the meaning behind the track Whisper My Name. The song targets 4 artists, Playboi Carti, The Weeknd, Jay-Z, and Rick Ross, and it centers on Drake's feelings about people who switched sides on him during his highly publicized beef with Kendrick Lamar. It also calls out Playboi Carti specifically for allegedly talking behind Drake's back to people within the industry. One of the standout lines on the track is Drake rapping, "I'll take the 500K, not the dinner. I can never learn stuff from none of y'all." That's a direct reference to one of the most talked about questions of 2025. Would you rather have $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? Drake answered it in the most pointed way possible. The reason Jay-Z ended up in the crosshairs is that he took a subtle shot at Drake right before the Iceman album dropped. During an interview, Jay-Z said, "If you're trying to make young music and you're not young, it's not going to feel authentic, and people can feel that." Now look, let's just call this what it is. That's a dig at Drake, who is turning 40 this year. Jay-Z is essentially nudging him toward the exit while framing it as wisdom. And the irony is impossible to ignore. This is the same Jay-Z who built an entire era of his career around the idea that 30 is the new 20. The same artist who declared himself young forever. And now that he's in his mid-50s, he wants to tell other artists they need to start making music that reflects their age. That's a remarkable position to take. The internet noticed, and the comment went viral almost immediately. The response from fans was swift. People started flooding Jay-Z's Twitter with videos of massive lines stretching outside the CN Tower in Toronto, Drake's own city, all waiting to experience the new album. The crowd essentially made the counter-argument for Drake without him having to say a word. And rap OG Boosie Badass wasn't concerned about Drake's age at all. He reacted by saying, "This guy Drake is out of his damn mind. I stopped at the gas station this morning and the whole place was playing Drake. I walked into the barbershop and every chair had it on. My boys were running to their phones the second they walked in. I felt that." But here's something worth knowing. That kind of street-level reaction was exactly what Drake was going for. His best friend, 21 Savage, had previously made a point, respectfully or directly, that Drake wasn't really being embraced by the hood the way some other artists were. He acknowledged that Future, for example, had a stronger presence on the streets than Drake did. That comment stuck, and is one of the key reasons Drake structured his release the way he did, dropping 3 separate projects so that Iceman could serve specifically as the street record, built for the audience that hadn't been fully locked in yet. DJ Academics reacted to the announcement live on stream, genuinely stunned that 3 FUM albums were dropping at midnight. Now, back to the Playboi Carti diss on Whisper My Name. Drake rapped, "Baby boy, please, I heard what you said to Lil Bro about me. Yeah, and when you run into the Iceman, what are you going to do? Except freeze. You're not about to squeeze. You're not in the streets." Carti's well-known self-given nickname is Baby Boy, making the reference unmistakable. A viral reaction put it plainly. Well, this answers why Carti wasn't on the No Face track. Bro hasn't liked Drake the whole time. And that turned out to be accurate. Drake had originally extended an invitation to Playboi Carti to be featured on No Face, but Carti turned it down because he felt the song was taking shots at people he considered his own friends.
To Drake, when I talked to Carti about it, the No Face thing, according to what he told me, he said I was down to be on it. The reality is, he said, yo, he gets the track, Drake is dissing his homies. And he's like, yo, bro, he's not trying to be in that, bro. Like, that's really what he told me. He's like, yo, dog. He's like, yo, I can't be on a track where, like, I feel like you're dissing my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So,
But the disses didn't stop there, because Drake even took aim at LeBron James. DJ Academics had one of the most animated reactions online, with a tweet capturing him losing it completely while listening to the track, yelling, "Yes, yes, yes! Give him belt, Drake! Give him belt! Yes, give him belt!" And that energy pretty much summed up how a large portion of the internet felt in that moment. But while Drake was settling scores with everyone who turned their back on him during the Kendrick beef, Charlemagne the God had a very different reaction. He said, "I hope this isn't what Iceman is about, because if it is, I'm going to assume we're calling Drake Iceman because he's frozen in time. Just get over the L you took to Kendrick, because this record just continues the conversation that Drake is the biggest sore loser rap has ever seen." That take naturally got people wondering, where are the responses from the people actually being called out? A viral tweet put it directly. Is anyone else just waiting for Kendrick, Snoop, and A$AP Rocky to react to the new album? I'm starting to get impatient. Somebody tell them to say something. Kendrick Lamar and A$AP Rocky will most likely respond through music when the time comes. But as for Snoop Dogg, what you're about to hear was the last thing he publicly said about Drake during the Kendrick beef.
Now, LeBron James wasn't the only NBA figure to find himself in Drake's crosshairs on Iceman. Drake rapped, "We must have been dealing with the spur of the moment, because why did you think you could get us a ring? They're bragging about how you went home. What are they on? Brody, we threw them away. G-Pop sent us a real one, and next thing you know, we were throwing parades." That verse is widely read as a diss directed at DeMar DeRozan, who has yet to respond. But not everyone's reaction was negative. Someone who came through with genuine excitement for the new Drake album was Ebro.
Iceman, baby! Tune into the Ebro show right now. All Drake. Hammers. And I'm going to start to, we got to go timestamp. We seeing the 1 a.m. in Albany moving.
Have your fader hot. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
We're going live, baby. You heard the man.